This is our collared female wolf, who we named Alou. Alou is a white wolf who is wandering around in Sioux Creek in Yellowstone National Park. Alou either lost all her pups and their mates, or she just didn't find a mate this year, and is now wandering, trying to find a mate, or just trying to live life here. Now she's fully alone, and we collared her just a few weeks ago. We've been following her around for quite some time. Alou is a really pretty white wolf, and is very bold and social. She's just staying around here in this one little spot, but soon we hear a pup. That's a wolf pup. She seems to be on high alert now. She knows what that was, and she thinks that it might need help. She might want to go search for it. We installed a camera onto her radio collar, so we can see what she sees. Let's take a view of that. This is her view of the world. And just because we did this doesn't mean that it's affecting her in any way. The camera is very small, and it actually helps us to get a better view of her in her life. All the wolves around seem to be howling, and a lot of them seem to be really close. Let's just hope they aren't aggressive. Poor Alou would be in for a fight. And Alou's just by herself. She has no other females with her. Ever since that puppy, she seemed to be looking everywhere for us. She seems to be more alert now. We hear the puppy once again. Back up into the camera view. In the distance, we see a small puppy. She seems to notice it as well. It looks gray, and it seems to be happily bouncing along. This is probably one of the rival packs of puppies. It must have wandered all the way over here, or they just dropped it over here to forget about it. She instantly gets spooked by it. The puppy's right over there, and just ran right up to her. Back into the face view. You can see what she sees. She growls at the puppy, probably warning it. She doesn't know whose puppy this is, and she doesn't know any other wolves are around. She lets out a small and low growl, warning predators around her. There could be other wolves around. This could be their puppy. They could have just been traveling and they left their puppy here. Oh, they're keeping a good eye. But if that was the case, the wolves probably would have ran up. The puppy got pretty close to her a few times. She lost the puppy again. She howls in search for it. She's very curious with this little puppy. She has no idea who it is, and whose it is. And back into her face view. We see the puppy again! The puppy runs away from her. The puppy knows that she could be dangerous, but doesn't seem to mind us too much. Just a few days should be good. If this puppy stays around and Alou stays next to it, maybe they'll get to know each other, and Alou will have her very own puppy. Now back into her face view once again. We see the puppy. She seems to be kind of chasing it, growling at it. She doesn't like the puppy too much, it seems. She seems to be a little alarmed by it, especially because it's hanging out in the area that she seemed to hang out a lot in. She follows the puppy all over the place. This could be extremely risky. if there were other wolves around. She continues to follow the puppy until it gets quite far ahead. It seems to be running away from her. Either scared or trying to show her something. Maybe they are friends. And who knows, maybe this is one of the pups. Because Alou, we've only found her 2 weeks ago. And called her 2 weeks ago. So we aren't told her. She seems to give up the chase and wanders away. No doubt, that puppy is quite the fast one. What if there are other puppies out there? You never know. He just lays down, calm and steady. She still does seem to be looking out for that new one. May need her sometime. She gets back up. Once again, you see the puppy. This puppy, Alou keeps on finding the puppy. He seems to be almost caring about it, but yet not too caring sometimes. The poor gray puppy seems to definitely be lost, and it could potentially be dangerous, especially for such a small puppy. The puppy's out of sight. He finds it again instantly. It seems to be playful. Whining at him. Then he instantly runs away. This may be a female pup. We don't know exactly which one it is. She just seems to be slightly following it. Not too interested. Just interested enough to follow where it's going. Get a pretty good view of the puppy from here. We're taking a good guess and assuming that this is a female pup. Just the smallness and something about it. Looks like a female. We've already seen plenty of female puppies in our lives, because we have documented a lot of wolves who had female puppies. Still just following the puppy. She seems to give up again. There's no point in following the puppy if it just keeps on running away from her. She gets cozy once again in the grass. This is a good spot. The puppy is right next to her. She seems to be quite alarmed and gives it a small growl. Just a warning to stay away. The puppy runs back up to her. The puppy seems to think this is a game. And that really does bother the wolf. She follows it. It seems to have fallen over and gets back up. The puppy seems to be leading her somewhere. Still, at the same time, Alou doesn't seem too bothered by this puppy. Alou seems to sometimes be friendly to it, especially by this following. She's not injuring it, just following it around. Puppy doesn't seem to mind too much. We'll name this puppy Lynx, because she looks a lot like the other ones we've documented before. The puppy just seems playful now. Alou seems quite surprised. Puppy's following her now. Ree seems definitely curious of this strange female wolf. Alou is not too happy about this. Alou doesn't seem to care a lot, but the puppy is quite cute. The puppy seems to grow on her. She even gives the puppy a slight tail wag. Probably because of her horrible cuteness. Puppy wags back at her. Puppy definitely seems to be lost. But Alou seems to be taking care of it, following around once more. And that's when the bond totally changed. Alou picked up the puppy and held it carefully in her mouth. We see that Alou is taking care of the puppy now. She brings her over to a sandy pit, next to the beach, next to the water. They sit down, and the puppy runs away. Lynx seems to be surprised that she has done this. Alou doesn't go retrieve her. Instead, she gets a drink of water. She has to care about herself now. But yet, she heads out to find the puppy again. She definitely does seem to take care of this puppy. Puppy is very surprised. The puppy definitely seems extremely playful with her. It was quite cute as well. Now the puppy, she picks up the puppy one more time and brings it back to the spot that they just were. Alou has high feelings and seems to be very nice to this puppy. Maybe, just maybe, they'll be a family. The puppy hops around by her feet. Just cute.